Hey everybody, what's going on? This is Ryu here. I know I hadn't made an update video in a while, but I thought I'd actually do one today since I actually finished playing through Mega Man Z Cross Advent. I actually finished posting that today. So before I actually start going off on what I want to say for right now, just thought I would just get up and say what's going on to my friend Deluxe out there. Hope you're doing okay. I know I haven't seen him upload any videos on YouTube in a while, and I'm just hoping he's doing okay out there. I mean, I know he said he's been busy with his job now, and he's been like really swamped right now, but I'm just hoping he's doing okay out there and he's fine. So other than that, just thought I would just get up and say thank you for everybody who actually watched my playthrough of Mega Man Z Cross Advent. I actually had a lot of fun actually recording that game, and I'm glad I actually finished posting it on YouTube on my channel now. The one thing about it though is that there is a secret ending to the game, but in order to actually get it, you have to play the game on the hardest difficulty. And I pretty much sat down here to like, no, I'm not doing that. That's just, it's like I have to play through the game on hard mode just to get a secret ending. No. I think I pretty much, for what difficulty I played it on, I think I did a pretty good job when I play it on right there and there, so I don't really see a reason why I need, see the secret ending. I mean, I'm sure you can find it on YouTube if you actually look it up. Mega Man Z Cross Advent special ending or secret ending, I believe it is. But yeah, for right now, I'm done with that game. And I mean, if you want to see the other storyline, just feel free to let me know. And when I have time, I'll be more than willing to record the other storyline and post that up on YouTube as well. Once again, if I have time. I mean, I did play through Gray's storyline, but there's also Ash's storyline as well. And that is, like I said before, that is if I have time to actually get through that one. But we'll see what happens. But that only is if a lot of people want me to actually do that. But for right now, I'm done uploading Mega Man Z Cross Advent. I'm done with the Mega Man Z Cross series since there was only 2 games in the series. I think they were planning to make a 3rd game in the series, but I don't think it ever happened or it ever came to fruition after that. So no more Mega Man Z Cross. Also, I should have also made this video. I should have also made this video beforehand when I actually finished the other game as well. But also thought I would just get up and say thank you for everybody who also watched my full playthrough of the Legend of Heroes Song of the Ocean all the way through from front to end. Now, even though it actually says Chapter 3 or Legend of Heroes 3, the chapter numbers are actually wrong when they released them on the PlayStation Portable. What ended up happening was is though if you actually know the storyline or the lore or anything else about the Legend of Heroes, I'll be more than willing to explain it as the best I can. What ended up happening was though is the first 3 games when they were released were only released in Japan. They're still released in Japan now. I believe those games are called Dragon Slayer, The Legend of Heroes. Like I said, for right now, those 3 games are actually released in Japan. They did actually come out with 4, 5, and 6, which is known as 1, 2, and 3 on PlayStation Portable, but they actually changed the storyline around. The first game of the series is actually Chapter 4, which I think is called a Tear of Vermilion. I believe it's called. I may be wrong about that. Chapter 5 is actually Legend of Heroes 3, Song of the Ocean. That's Chapter 5, so I already played all the way through from front to end Chapter 5. Chapter 6 is actually the 2nd game in the series, which, it kind of suffers from Lufia syndrome, since if you actually have ever played the Lufia series before, Lufia 2, Rise of the Sinistrals is actually considered to be the first game of the series, and then it goes to Lufia 1, the Fortress of Doom, and then it goes to Lufia 3. We're not going to count Lufia 4 because even though Lufia 4 is supposed to take place in between 2 and 1 storyline, it has nothing to do with Lufia besides the battle theme, which they remixed from Lufia 2. And that's as far as I'm gonna go with that. I mean, even though I have done a full playthrough of Lufia 4, I'm not gonna go any further than that. It's a side storyline. Even though the game itself was good, it has nothing to do with Lufia whatsoever. So I was kind of just like, why did you call it Lufia 4 for? Ugh, but but yeah, mostly I've just been like really busy with work nowadays. We actually have started up a new ticketing system called ServiceNow. We were actually using Remedy before, but now we're using ServiceNow now, and so things have been really crazy. At the same time, a couple of weeks ago, while my manager and stuff was trying to get ServiceNow organized and everything else, trying to get it up and running for everybody, trying to make sure it's a smooth running process. My manager actually put me she put me in charge of the refresh team, which I don't mind doing it, but at the same time, I'm just like, well, people never listened to me before when I said stuff, and the only time people actually do is when they ask me a question or they want something from me. Other than that, nobody else really listens to anything I have to really say, and that's pretty much been, the train ride for me most of the time. So, yeah. But all in all, it's still been, a really good project. I haven't really had any complaints whatsoever, especially since a lot of time, because a lot of times there's a lot of people who bring a lot of, like, they say stuff or do stuff just make you laugh from time to time in my job. So it's always something interesting every day for right now. From anime wise, for right now, I did actually find an anime on Netflix. I believe it's called High Gamer Girl, and I only watched up to episode 2 and I haven't watched any more. Like I said, if I've been busy with work and everything else so far for right now. For right now, for what I watched of it, basically it's an anime series. They talk about different video games, from like the original Street Fighter to like the TurboGrafx 16 and things like this. They also have something where their mom knows wrestling moves and she slams her son with a smile on her face, which is really funny. So if I'm like, dang, when you slam somebody with a cheerful happy attitude, good grief. It's like it's like yep, you deserve that slam. But like I said, I'll watch more of that when I get the chance to. I have actually also started watching, because I've seen videos of it on YouTube a lot. I have actually started also watching the second season of One Punch Man, and so far I'm like, okay, it still has the same humor and funny moments it did from the original series, so that's actually pretty good. So hopefully I'll watch those, and I'll see if I can watch some more High Gamer Girl and watch some more stuff. There was actually one series on TV they actually had on Adult Swim. I think it's called like The Promised Neverland, and I started watching that too. And I was like, because at first I saw the trailer for it, and I was like, I think this is going to be dark, because the only the series they have out there. I was kind of just like, I'll watch it. But then I watched the whole entire series from front to end, subbed. So then I kind of sat down here like, well, I know what's gonna happen. This series ain't gonna be so great. It's Sword Art Online Alicization. I know they also playing that on Netflix, but that also started. They started showing the Promised Neverland. Promised Neverland. That series is dark, but it's also pretty good too. But it's like, oh damn. It's like, oh dang, she just got effed up. And oh dang, yep, she's just food for somebody. But like I said, if you have time to check that out, you can form your own opinion about that. Be my guest. As gaming has been thing for now, I did actually buy another game on Steam. I actually did finish it because it's a game by Kemco. I can't think of what the game is called right now on my 3DS. And the one thing about it was though, because every game that's released by Kemco has the same, it's basically almost the same genre almost, because it's the same kind of RPG maker feel to it. But the other thing about it was though, it also has one girl who's madly in love with the main hero, but she's too afraid to tell him the whole entire time. Everybody else in the party knows, or somebody else in the party knows, or somebody knows that she's madly in love with him, but for the whole entire game, she says nothing to this man about it. So the whole entire time you're sitting here like, really? You can't say 3 words, or you just can't, get him private and say something to him. Like, dang, that's really effed up right there. Like, what the world? I have actually been busy playing through One Punch Man, not One Punch Man, One Finger Death Punch season. One Finger Death Punch. The second One Finger Death Punch. That game is still really fun to play through. There's actually now where they actually have. Now I'm actually at 2 maps. I think one looks like a frozen tundra and one looks like a from a Galaxy pinball place almost. And I mean now they're actually, now they actually have like different new abilities. Like one ability they have like, you know, you have like laser eyes. You get like to burn people's skulls over from long range. You got you basically have, you know, it's like your shield, well, how you could basically take a free hit. You also have something else which I wanted to unlock, is you actually have the ability to extend out your attack bar, which is actually really useful because there's been certain times where I know the enemy's been in range and the game goes miss, and I'm like, no, I didn't miss, and then I have to restart the whole entire stage over again because they had like some stuff. I mean, like one thing, like one obstacle they actually have in the game, which is kind of like pretty interesting, and I was like, wow, is the stage where you can't miss. You have to get to the whole entire stage perfectly without getting hit once. And I was like, oh damn. They actually, okay, they actually made the game a little bit more challenging than before, but it's still a fun game to play through. I also, when I had some time, have been playing through Edge of Eternity, which, once again, is still a early release game, but it's still really, really fun to play through. I mean, it does have the whole Final Fantasy feel with the whole Wild Arms 4 feel. If you ever played Wild Arms 4 before, you know how you can move. Even though a lot of people hate the grid battle system, I actually like that because you can move to different parts of the grid. You can strategize your attacks, learn the enemies or the monsters' weaknesses, use certain attacks, things like this, in order to win fights and stuff. So that's actually kind of like the same principle almost, which which I don't have nothing really against too much for right now. But yeah, it's been an interesting game so far. One thing I actually thought about doing for right now, and it's gonna be later on in the future, is I started looking at my PlayStation 2 list, and I said, you know what? I've played through. I've done playthroughs of NES, Genesis, Game Boy, Game Gear, PlayStation 1, PlayStation Portable, and I was like, you know what? Maybe I should start working on a PS2 game finally, just to see how it's going to turn out, see how it is, things like this. Like I said before, like I said, I'm not going to start recording videos or anything right now, so don't everybody judge me. I know somebody's gonna be like, Ryu, I'm sure you are already recording it right now, because my friends know most time, a lot of times I'll have, like, while they're still trying to record videos and trying to get stuff playing, I already got videos ready to go for the whole next year, ready to go, and I'm just like, okay, I'm just biding my time and waiting. But this time I didn't do that, so I haven't even started recording whatsoever for right now. So we'll see how that goes, and we'll see how, if I actually decide to actually go that route or not. But I know for right now with emulator and stuff, it's going to be, probably the game itself is probably going to be a little laggy, just because it's not the actual hardware. But like I said, for at the end of the day, we'll just see how it goes. And if it's actually becomes successful, I can be like, yeah, now I can add PS2 games to my library or repertoire for channel playthroughs, and see how that goes. But other than that, like I said before, hope everybody has a good day out there today. I'm just gonna sit back here and relax some. I know later on tonight I'm supposed to be going out to watch Endgame at the movie theater. So I've heard, that's all I've heard nonstop when the trailer came out and everything. It's Endgame. I gotta watch Endgame. We gotta see Endgame. Endgame's gonna be amazing. Endgame. So we'll see how that goes, and we'll see if it's as enjoyable as everybody else is shouting out in the world right now, saying it's the most amazing movie of all time. I did like Infinity War. I didn't really like the fact that all the heroes who died at the end of it, because some of them were actually like really good heroes we actually grew up with and like the Black Panther and stuff like that. But but all in all, we'll just see how that movie is. But once again, hope everybody has a good day out there. Hope everybody stays safe. And other than that, this is Ryu here. Later.